What's going on, everybody? I want to say some things about the Eagles and all the bullshit going on that's surrounding um, A.J. Brown and Nick Sirianni. And nobody saying anything about Jalen Hurts, Brian Johnson. I'm with A.J. Brown, right? And he's in a damn if you do, damn if you don't type of situation. All right, he doesn't say anything because you're going to scrutinize his words one way or another, right? So it was wise for him to have nothing to say at the time. I mean, he's very wise in that situation, period. I mean, there's times where I done blurted off and said things that I regret that I've said because I was in the heat of the moment. And obviously, A.J. Brown was in the heat of the moment. You understand what I'm saying? Rightfully so. So he elected not to say anything. So now, because he didn't say anything, he can handle it better. I think he handled it perfectly, right? And everybody can say what somebody can do, especially when you're not in that situation, or you've never been in that situation, or you forgot that you were in that situation before and how you handled that situation. But listen, the Eagles' issues we upset with the Eagles, right? Not because of who they are, because how they're playing or who they are, right? It's because of our expectation and what we wanted them to be, right? And what we brought into as to who they were. This is the same shit that happened with Ben Simmons and all the sports personalities nationally and locally. They kept putting this guy to be this guy to be that, all this shit, when he was never any of those things, right? And instead of dropping back, right, and dealing with your own disappointment because of who you thought he was, and I'm talking about national media personalities and local media personalities, you kept pushing it, to the point where as though instead of attacking the bullshit that you were spewing about who you thought he was, you attacked him. Well, I attacked him from the jump. Because who the fuck dribbles the ball all the way down to the basket and kicks it out? That was the first warning sign that something was wrong with this dude. Now it's the same way with the Eagles. Oh, they went to the Super Bowl last year. The road map to the Super Bowl was fucking handed to them. Oh, their record is difficult than everybody else's. No, it's not. No, it isn't. Right? All they had to do is take care of business, but guess what? It's the same thing that happened with Doug Peterson. When Doug Peterson and everybody, if you remember, when Doug Peterson first came there, everybody was like, what the fuck? Who the fuck? This dude can't coach. Right? Then we forgot all about it because magically they went to the fucking Super Bowl. They went to the Super Bowl. Magically, they went to the Super Bowl. But see, he had strong character, people like Carson Wentz when he was at the top of his game. Then Nick Foles, for real, Nick Foles stepped in and saved the whole fucking situation. People say, oh, you're Nick Foles this, you're Nick Foles that. You goddamn right. Nick Foles stepped in and saved the whole situation. And what happened, right? After they won the Super Bowl, right, all his assistant coordinators who were the ones who were really calling the fucking plays. His assistant coordinator here, his assistant coordinator there. They got, head coaching positions. Now Doug Peterson is going back to the Doug Peterson of the first season when he got here. Now he's calling the plays. Everybody's like, what the fuck? He was that person the whole fucking time. We just didn't want to see it because we were basking in the glory of fucking winning the Super Bowl. But it was the motherfucking players. Right? You don't even want to give Nick Foles the credit of going over there and telling Doug Peterson, Philly. He called that fucking play. So now we're right where we at with Nick Sirianni, right? Nick Sirianni coming, everybody like, oh, what the fuck this dude, man? I thought he was too fucking player friendly. You can't be that fucking player friendly. Because when they fuck up, you won't call them out. Oh, Jalen is like a fucking little brother to me. He's like a fucking, all this bullshit. So now when it comes time for you to call Jalen out, you ain't gonna call him out. So his record was what it was, and then all of a sudden we go to the Super Bowl. Now, because we go to the Super Bowl, you think that Nick Sirianni is the whiz kid and he knows coaching. When Nick Sirianni doesn't fucking know coaching, and he won't even admit that he doesn't know coaching, right? And the fucking organization won't swallow the bullet either, right? The Carolina head coach, who was our coach when we won the Super Bowl, they fired him, right? So if you're going to do that to decide, you should have fucking did that with Brian Johnson. You should have moved his ass up into the booth and brung dude in on the sideline. Because the offense is in need of a fucking shot of fucking Red Bull. I mean, listen, for all the motherfuckers that jumping on A.J. Brown, I feel them, right? See, you can't say shit to me to fill up your Inquirer and all your reporters. I don't give a fuck, right? But because he's in that spot, you think you can come at him. Well, I'm here to defend him.